Well, hi Ian. Sexuality. Well, I think it's that age group. Um, Nasty times. Uh, Interesting journey, really. Uh, I think you're 27. Uh, Still a long journey to go to. But I think personally, all what you're experiencing is quite normal. I think the key to your problem now, I think, is it's your age group. Really, you need to consider whether or not you want a family. I personally think you and your girlfriend make quite a nice couple, really. And I think being a male, and unfortunately you got all this drive going forward. And the reality is, I feel that is that if you want a family, you got to start to think, of that age group that you're going through now. Is about the ideal time, and I think your body knows that is the time, and your partner probably feels that she knows is the time, and decisions has to be made. Basically, I don't think it would stop that drive moving forward, and still wanting to learn, and still wanting to be involved in that natural drive. But reality and the logic of having a family and children and accumulating the wealth you need to support the family, and all these things all serves a purpose, and it's all time. Basically, time controls everything. Whether you want to be realistic and thinking there's something there is to be achieved in looking and thinking there is some fantastic miracle that's going to happen. I don't think it'll ever be there. I think from what I can see, that you have a wonderful girlfriend, and I think you're both are basically right for each other. And I think you're both are quite intelligent people to be able to ride this through together. I don't think a lot of people are fortunate enough to be able to communicate on this level, and take the up and down that you seem to be riding together. And I think you need to look at that side of it very closely, and basically gamble on each other that you can make it, and you've already given it a try to whether you can communicate the same way you have and accept the same punishment which you have. and and I always feel like there's another side of life we tend to forget about when we're going through this particular type of age group that you're going through. Is the when and if you do decide to go in for a family, that it's so important that when that decision is made, that your life will have to freeze, basically. The knowledge and the experiences and the wants will have to virtually come to a halt, and you gotta accept you go into this different mode, a family mode, where you go through the normal rigmarole of achieving the things that you want to for your family. And if you're still, by the time the kids are at a certain age, and if you still feel that there is that dream still to be fulfilled, then you have to come to an amicable decision and to move forward again. But I always believe in moving forward, never going back and thinking that things will be better the next time around. She won't. But I think once you have children, and you got to realize that you have an obligation as parents. You can of course be selfish, like many people do, but I feel there is a definite obligation there, and at this stage you're going through, you think something in your subconscious and your girlfriend's subconsciousness mind is starting to demand certain things, certain decisions that should be made, and go into a different mode. Very difficult times, but it's a crucial age. You got to keep an eye on the clock, basically. The clock is ticking, and time waits for nobody, basically. I think very interesting, but very hard time, but need to sit down and communicate with your partner, and come to some form of conclusion. And if you feel that the conclusions that you'll come to is not satisfactory, then you'll have to move forward, basically. But I personally think you got the right person, and she's probably got the right person, and do wish you well. Bye.